What is up, people? It's us. I'm sure
Been
you
there.
haven't missed us. But anyways, what we're getting into today is gonna be an Avatar tier list. Now, the way we're doing this tier list is based off of a person's individual ability. So, comparing like if you're a firebender, we're only looking at your firebending ability, right? If you're an airbender, we're only looking at your airbending ability. Now if you can do more than one thing, then we'll start to like look at like how you compare overall. But for the most part, we're just doing 1-to-1. And then for those who aren't benders but still play a decent like role in the series, we're gonna look at their combat ability and try to like compare that as well. So I think we're in for a good time. Got anything to
Most of
add?
their ass is garbage. Most of their
Uh,
garbage. Anyway, so
Damn.
like like the ones who aren't garbage, they gonna get they little moment, But back to basics,
Back to it. Back
It's
to it.
Tree 2011. It's Cameron and it's Kevin. You already know, and then S Star One
Yeah.
just joined the Discord. He's here. It's good. All right, let's get into the video.
All right.
Who you
Starting
got first?
off, we should probably start with like some baseline people so that it's like clear like who goes into what category,
Trash.
so that they're like understandably comparable. Um. So like we're
What's that?
just so that it like makes sense and stuff. So like
Like,
Iroh would be a 99. He is a master of firebending, like without a doubt. Um that's very easy to understand. I don't think anybody's really gonna debate like that in terms of his skill, his power output and everything. Like he's about as good as it gets. You know. Shit. Who's a good like baseline for 98?
that 98.
Uh
I don't think that's a good way to do it. 'Cause like that, like that'd be kind of like confusing.
yeah,
Okay,
I guess, yeah. So, but
I'm gonna move
if
on.
we
Like,
had to put somebody in 98, I guess
I told her about the way.
guess Tarlok.
I'm just waiting for you.
Tarlok good for 98.
um I
Like I'll put him in 98 because
oh
it's
shit.
bloodbending, but like
Um yeah.
at least 98. We can come back to that. Yeah, like
Yeah,
we can.
we'll debate that later. It's whatever. We can kind of
That's
just
pretty much like,
we can kind of just start throwing people in there. I guess
like
don't worry about
Kyoshi Warriors is garbage. I'm sorry, they're E4 and below. I'm sorry.
it. Damn.
All right.
Yeah, I mean, we don't see them take a lot of dubs in the series. Kind of like get man pretty much. So
Now we got Milo.
now
I give Milo a solid 89 or a 90.
I would definitely say he would be like definitely like in that range.
85 to
Because
89. Probably.
it's hard to put him somewhere because he's mostly like a gag
he's-
character and
he
he's
has
also
fought
a
equals
child.
before.
Yeah,
He's fought equals before. To be fair, like easily. Like he's definitely better than any non-bender. At least most of them.
yeah,
And then like he do get that nice glow up, season 4, season core, like he's not Milo the boy, he's Milo the man.
yeah,
Put that out there.
yeah.
He's at least better than his sister Iki. Not Jinora, but Iki. So we can justify that.
Yeah. That's fair.
Prince
Prince
Zuko.
Zuko. Now, just for clarification, we're just
Look
taking
at
the
these
characters
characters.
in their respective series, like as we see them. So we're not
Mhm.
using like the comic material for this.
Fire Lord,
Um,
comic,
Yeah, we're not using any
Zuko.
of that.
Yeah, nah.
So just end of series Zuko, like where is he? We know he's comparable to an Azula who's off her
Mentally ill.
game. And you know,
Even
we
before that, he was doing
he was
fairly
doing
well
pretty
against
good.
Angela. That was
So,
recently in
I'm trying to
mind.
think of anyone else. He was able to. Well, not really. I was gonna say Combustion Man, but that's technicality, really.
Well,
Like in a
he didn't
fireman
die,
duel or a
so
dueling duel towards the end of the series, there's no really significant people he fights against except for Azula. As long as I can think about, unless you guys know somebody I don't. I
Uh,
think
Not that I can think. No,
no, really, just the fight with
I
Azula is
would.
the only thing he did fight against with significant benders. And he fought his sister with Sokka that one time on the Boiling Rock, but that doesn't count either. So it would have to be.
Well, I bet say like that counts. It's just like the fight, like the fight ended before it was like a clear winner. So
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it's like I would I wouldn't put like a whole bunch into that, but like that did show like how like far Zuko has come because like how he like was able to anticipate her attacks, like how he's able to like clearly counter her. Like he didn't have the upper hand, but like he wasn't getting washed like how he did in previous books.
yeah, he definitely has
Oh
overcome
yeah,
his lack of talent, because of the hard work and training that he's put in over the course of the
Mhm.
series, and I think that would earn him a
At
respectable
least like a
place at
96.
I would say 95. And the reason I say
Okay, okay.
95 is because it's a good baseline, because obviously like the gaps in between it, like 84, 89, 85, like they're not as
Very
large, but like the gaps between 95, 96, 97, they're like not exponential necessarily, but they're a lot wider, or at least they're supposed to be more specific. You know what I'm saying?
see if like no disrespect to him, but like if that's the case, I'm like we could probably bump Iroh down to 98 then, because I like could probably beat Iroh, for being honest.
Well, it's not about who would win in a fight, because they have different elements. Obviously, he I mean, I agree with you, but not for your reason. It's just because of his inherent ability as
I
a
don't want to
bender.
agree with my reasoning. That's why it's
Uh,
okay. Okay, moving on. Moving
moving
on.
on. Uh,
Aang
you have Aang.
97. Just for it.
Aang
Hold on,
97.
hold on,
Um,
hold on. Wait a minute.
I
I kind of talk about something real quick? Just so anyone knows, we're talking about basing. Imagine Aang without the Avatar state, just his four elements. Would he beat Iroh in a fight?
well, we're not really comparing
Oh shit.
who would like win in a fight in that respect, because we're looking at element to element. So in terms of Aang's firebending ability alone, like if Aang had to use firebending alone, obviously he would not beat Iroh in a fight at the end of the last Airbender series. Clear. Just because his skills aren't as refined. Obviously, you got argue maybe he's stronger because he's the Avatar, but in terms of like his skill, I would say it's around, it's in the ballpark of Zuko's, right? Because Zuko was his teacher. So when we look at Aang, we have to
Pump
compare
him up then.
across like all of his different bending ability. So yeah.
That's the case, then bump Aang up then, because like okay, like I get what you mean by like comparing like fireman to fireman, but like in the case of like the avatars, it would kind of be unfair to just judge them by that one singular element.
Right. And I
Like,
I
I
would
guess
also
not.
I
Yeah, 90.
thinking about that, I also agree with you, him being at 98, because of the amount of progress that he made over the course of a year in each of his respective elements. Obviously he came into the series as an airbending master, but then he quickly picked up, the 3 other ones. So he's definitely a freak of nature, So yeah,
Okay.
I agree with 90.
Okay. This is the last time I'm gonna do this, but since I'm looking at Amon, you could probably put Tarlock at 98 and Amon at 99. I'm not gonna do it again. I'm not. I'm sorry, because like I'm looking at it and like I'm putting the pieces together, and it's like Amon, yeah.
Yeah, if you want to argue bloodbending to bloodbending, obviously
Bloodbending,
Amon's
anything.
is, way stronger than Tarlock's. So
My
Okay,
question
then
is that a bear? By the way, be clear.
Bear.
That's
Where?
that's okay. That's Tarlock. I thought that was Varric for me.
no.
I was gonna say, like, why isn't Varric at 99? Oh no, obviously something must be wrong with you.
Who else?
That's okay.
Old guy, non-combative. I don't know who the hell that is.
Truth Seeker.
Yeah, he got clapped in Spirit World.
The only thing he did was put a wall against core and then blow the building up. I can't really say anything. He's a metal bender, and that's about it.
But
And he has side resistance, which is pretty obvious.
I would comfortably put Appa at least at like 90.
yeah, I definitely feel
In terms of
that
like, at least 90.
Appa's fighting style is definitely different from a lot of the benders on this list, because of his large size, and we don't see him extremely mobile in the way of like dodging certain attacks. Obviously we've seen him dodge attacks before because of his flying ability, but
not like in a nimble
right,
like Ty Lee,
like in the
Azula
way
kind of
that Zuko and Azula were like dodging each other in their fight. Like, is not able to do that. But he is extremely powerful. We know this. So respectable 94.
Now here comes a non-bender, Asami. Now, okay, now as we're doing the non-benders, we're not comparing them to the benders unless they directly fight them. Like with Asami, I would agree, like putting her in at least like the 94 range, even though she's never fought Zuko, she never fought Aang, like any of them. Like she hasn't fought any of the people on here right now. But like I would justify putting her at 98 due to her skill. At least like in the 94, like 93 range.
Yeah, I pretty much
It's a non-bender.
Is a non-bender. Her just with her combat ability.
Yeah.
Hand to hand.
See, if you guys don't understand, imagine this thing is like 5 different tier lists: water, fire, air, and everything else, right? Imagine it is that, and then that's how you will understand our method of failing them better.
It's like we're combining 5 different tier lists.
But visually one. Just so
anyone
says the audience.
Asami is Appa level? Oh my god, what?
Like, before they say something, I don't think
because like
Tyler can be 8.
Yeah.
Like, but let's keep going. Yoshi's a 9. I don't care. He's a 9.
Yoshi is Avatar,
Oroku.
She's a beast, as all the avatars are.
She's the best avatar in history.
I would say like 98, 99, most definitely. Because like you gotta think about her feats. Like she split a whole island and then moved it. Like she didn't move it like 2 kilometers. Like she moved it like away, like
across the ocean
anymore. Exactly. Like after
she knew lava bending, she maintained the peace for 200 years, which is something that no avatar has done. At least not anyone we know of.
No avatar has lived for 200 years.
At 7 feet tall, like Jesus Christ.
Yoshi
This
should have
one
gone
is
to the.
Yoshi should have had her own show. Instead of that one comic book about her origin. Azula, as a firebender, I say she's a 98, at least. Person.
I
I
would
wouldn't
argue
put her that
against
far
that.
above Zuko though.
Right.
So like I personally say 97 or 96.
I
Yeah.
take 97.
Like then
I think
again,
97.
I gotta.
She's definitely in between Iroh and Zuko.
I'm looking at Aang
She's
too,
not
so
the-
it's like
She's not on the
I don't
same
think that
level.
Aang. What?
I would say at her like best, she's not, tripping out and shit. 97.
97, and then like when she was tripping, probably like a 94 because Zuko was kind of fondling her. Yeah. Weird shit.
This simp.
Okay, now Bolin.
He's an interesting case because we don't really get to see him, like, he doesn't get to, shine all that much in Korra, but he does have lava bending, which is,
Very powerful.
he doesn't really use it that much, so it's like, why the fuck did you give it to him? Whatever.
Still, like when he used like it's fair. It's like a fair reason why he does it because like it's lava, so like you can't really use it against other like non or like lava benders because then it's like
I would.
doesn't want to kill
I would.
anybody.
I would
So, like,
become a god.
a kid show.
Bro, you can't argue it's a kid's show and then Amon and Tarlok literally die.
Yes, but like
All of the years, friends and the family die.
Yeah.
you saw how they did it. Like
Zahir's girlfriend.
couldn't
got
have-
murked, bro. Like,
She got murked. Piandao, no, I don't think that was
Didn't
I forgot her
want
name.
to
She
have,
got
like
electrocuted. Other
Bolin.
dude got killed by lava.
yeah. I understand why they didn't. Bolin is he's a good guy. And that is why we're giving him the 94, 90s.
94. Nah.
In terms of his earthbending ability, I don't think he is. Well, I mean, you can make a case for him being an earthbending master. So, but I would I wouldn't put him above a 95. Like,
We'll put him at 95.
I would put, yeah, I would put him at 95, but we just don't get to see his stuff, especially like utilizing his lava bending in a creative way. It's just
What do you expect? Him to make whole like lava castles and shit? Nah, it's just
bro,
it's
that
pure
would be
destructive
raw
power.
as hell.
Stop imagining. Stop,
Bro,
because you're
I'm-
only going to disappoint yourself.
Yeah, that's true. Boomy. So judging Boomy based off of his tactical prowess and
89 or
experience
90.
in the military alone, so judging him as a non-bender,
The non-bender, he's like a 85.
yeah,
I don't think he
If
did
he-
beat the Kyoshi Warriors. I don't think he would, but he wouldn't be Milo either. He'd be someone between that. He'd be
you
like,
think it would be like 84?
I don't think he'd be either of them. I think he'd like
like,
80.
but if you factor in his bending, which at least
that's
by
not
like
mostly.
by like the end of season 4, like he was at least like a competent airbender. So like I would probably put him at maybe like 85 at the most. Like yeah, or 80.
I feel like we should just keep it rolling.
Yeah, okay. Savage Man, non-combative. Now him
Sparky Boom, man. I mean, yeah.
was a
Mushroom
very
Man has a strong
effective and
attack, but from what we've
Yeah.
seen, the only reason he was winning is because nobody had dealt with it before. But even Zahir's girlfriend, he was able to get fought against, even though she had the same type as this dude. Essentially, what comes down to is the strongest feat is the surprise. The fact you can't really see it, and it just blows up shit. But him, I mean, he got them on the
Pretty strong
run.
though.
Yeah, but then he still got his ass beat by some simple shit, a boomerang. It's like I just feel like his weakness is so big it shouldn't be high. And the fact that he only was able to attack them correctly all when they're off guard, that shouldn't give him any points for like winning.
That's because he's a
He's an
assassin.
assassin. Yeah, I know, but
Like a very loud one, but still like he's an assassin. So like it like makes sense why like his MO would typically be to like like go in like that, but like still like he's at least skilled enough to where like Zuko himself was like, hey, I'm gonna hire this masterclass assassin to kill Aang. Like he wouldn't have just hired like any random person. Like he would have hired at least what he considered to be the best of the best.
Yeah. It's Zuko, so I mean he makes a lot of bad decisions.
Okay. Like, that's what I'm trying to say is that like I wouldn't justify putting him below like 94. Like if you put him at 94, that'd be straight, or at least at 95. Like either one is fine for me because like I don't think that he gets beat by any of the other vendors below 94. Speaking on Milo and Boomy.
Fair enough.
Sam.
Yeah. I mean personally I would put him at like 90. So
Sure.
Admiral Zhou.
Got beat by a 14-year-old Zuko. Put his ass at 85.
I mean, at least he went out like a real one.
Oh.
No, Iroh reached out to him. Like, get your op ass away from
it
me.
was Zuko. That's the crazy part. Zuko's the one who reached out to him.
Oh, Zuko.
Never would have seen that shit coming.
Because Zuko is a good person.
In the first season, though, season 1, Zuko,
He was
tried to
always
kill
a
him.
good person.
He tried to kill Zhao, and then the only reason
Zhao tried to kill him. They both tried to kill
He didn't try to kill.
he attacked him first.
Zhao.
Yes, he
I
did.
was
No,
about
they
to
were
say, like-
fighting each other. He was fighting each other, and then the water spirit came around, and then that's when he got taken, and Zuko tried to help.
But he
I didn't see it coming at the end. I know he saved Aang, but that was more for his own goals at the time. You know,
I'm just saying
but,
if Aang is a good person.
okay, Dai Li.
Dai Li has some demons, but
I'll say like at least like the 85.
on mass, they'd be like a 95 like together. But like imagine one of them is like an 85. Like the airbenders are able to handle them, and he's a barely trained airbender. They've been trained by the Dai Li, and the Dai Li has been trained longer than them, and they was able to handle them completely fine.
Now, Ty Lee. Ty Lee is quite easy. 98.
Okay. If we're judging people based off of their hand-to-hand combat ability alone, I don't think anybody is beating Ty Lee, so I would make the argument 99.
I would like to see Ty Lee versus Amon, but like like just like pure hand to hand, because like I feel like that would be like a very interesting fight. I'd like to see that. Yeah, 99 was definitely like in terms of just like having like maxed out stats. Like Ty Lee would have her like agility, like skill, like all the way max, like 6 out of 5s.
Yeah.
Offer it. Ghazan.
Ghazan, yeah, thank you. I almost read him.
I'll either put Ghazan at 95 or at 96 at least, because like he was gonna beat Bolin, but then Mako finished, and then they started like tag teaming. So then he was like, you know what, fuck, I'm just gonna kill all of them.
Suicided and just
he's definitely more skilled than Bolin. I think mostly he was going easy on Bolin.
Because
Ghazan is like one of those characters who wasn't like super
bad.
evil.
Yeah, he wasn't a bad guy. He's just cool, doing what his homies is doing, along for the ride type stuff. Because he respected Bolin once he found out he could lava bend, and he was like, "Okay, I see you, man. I see we both doing it, But I liked him. I liked a lot of the Red Lotus. Like they weren't even that bad. But he wasn't even that bad of a guy. He just believes in freedom. Because
Really
honestly,
murdered.
do you care that he murdered the Earth Queen? Do you actually like her? Do you think she was a good leader?
I don't.
That doesn't
I don't.
matter
Yeah.
But
though.
still,
I think it was more
like
just
he
than
still,
most.
he still
That's not
went
the way.
and murdered a whole monarch. Like
I think it was
that's bad.
okay
Like
because she was
no
basically
matter
doing
what the reason
everyone
is.
dirty. She killed the bear. She was kidnapping people. What? No, like the Earth King, he didn't even know about the Daily doing all that stuff. She knew and she let it go on. She had to kidnap, make an army, kidnap children and stuff, stealing from the people and blame them on it. Like,
But that doesn't warrant being killed. We learned, or at least I learned it from the last Airbender that killing people isn't always discipline. And obviously it wasn't because we got Kuvira after. Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay, the merchant guy. I don't know why the fuck he's in here. Non-combative. Hakoda. I would put Hakoda above Boomy, like as a non-bender, but like if it is, it's like just barely, like probably like 85. Because like he was good soldier, did fight well. When actually that scene when the three of them, Sokka, Katara, and him had went to go take out those two towers, he did take out that tower by himself.
Yeah. He's
he did.
definitely
So
skilled in terms of warfare.
like, you know what? I'd probably say 89. Yeah, like 89, like 90. Like that's a good range for him.